Hello guys, this is Anil Nagpal from EduService. Today we'll talk about Flutter. What is Flutter and why it is important for today's developers. Now let us talk about the technology which was available for creating native mobile apps before Flutter. One approach is different technology for both the platforms. Native apps for Android using Android Studio and Java, and second one, that is native apps for iOS, Swift, Objective-C for iOS native applications. So this was the first approach which was available earlier. Let us see the pros and cons of this technology. High performance, efficient and fast apps. And cons are two teams are required for developing and maintaining apps for both the platforms. The second approach is single code base for both the platforms. If we talk about React Native, it is very popular for cross-platform native apps. It uses HTML5, CSS, JavaScript and jQuery. Let us see the pros and cons of this technology. Single team is required for creating apps as it uses single code base for both the platforms, and cons is compromise in performance as this technique uses a JavaScript bridge in between. Now what is Flutter? Flutter is Google's new open source technology for creating native Android and iOS apps with a single code base. Flutter is not a framework, it is complete SDK. It contains everything which is required to create cross-platform mobile native apps. In Flutter, everything is a widget. Flutter was released in May 2017. Flutter's stable version 1.9.1 hotfix 6 has been released on 24th October 2019. Flutter has been developed in C, C++ and Dart. Flutter uses Dart language for mobile app development. Flutter SDK is free with reliability of Google. Now, if we have two technologies, two approaches available for developing mobile applications, one is specific language for specific platform and second is one code base for both the platforms. So why Flutter? Why should we switch to Flutter? As we know, there are already single code based technique available in the market before Flutter, that is React Native, and it is from Facebook. And it is very popular to develop cross-platform mobile apps. So the question arises, why Flutter? Flutter uses single code base for developing apps for Android as well as iOS. So only one team is required to develop apps for both the platforms. Flutter has been designed for developing beautiful apps very fast. In Flutter, there is no bridge like React Native, so performance is better and it is quite high as compared to React Native. Flutter has introduced hot reload feature through which the output of the code changes reflects on the app within a second without losing the state of the app. This is the feature which makes app development very fast. Let us take one example. Suppose you have created one login screen and you have put some credentials like username and password. After that, you have decided that you want to change the background color of the screen. If you make some changes in the code for changing background color, then if you click the hot reload button, what is going to happen? The credentials will remain same. That means the username and the password which you have already fed will remain there and the background will change. This is a great feature of Flutter. In Flutter, everything is a widget and these widgets can be customized. Flutter uses Dart language for development of apps which is object oriented and very easy language. As it does not use JavaScript, so the bridge is not required. Flutter community is increasing day by day at a very rapid rate. So I hope you understood everything about Flutter. Thank you very much.